Kev doesn't like it.
They're already
Anyway,
at
you can do
they're
the
already
next
at ground
intro.
zero, so
You
the
can do
only
the
way
next
is up,
intro.
surely, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good intro. I'm just trying to figure out how to build on it.
All right.
It was a great intro.
Okay. Feeling very self-conscious. I've just been called fat on Twitter.
By who?
Some cat man. Who cares? Anyway, it's all right, Kev. I'm not having an emotional breakdown. It's pistol round
Jordy,
order on the CT side.
Just like how ground zero are going to be taking this mid control, you tell me where to go, because no one is going to be dissing my boy Jordy, and no one's going to be dissing the execute right now of ground zero from order just yet, because there's going to be some early damage, early exchanges working in the favor of ground zero as they're looking to try to get this B split, but Jyra able to do some damage, and Ricky hasn't been cleared out just yet until Burn looks in the right direction, and it looks like finally, surely ground zero should be able to pick up a round here, because Valence has already been dinked out, and Alistair not in the action just yet. He's actually dead right now. Ground zero, they finally pick up a round and get some early momentum rolling on the board.
What happened?
B split.
It's crazy. We were talking, I mentioned it. Apparently B split is the meta, and you can see that Order just had no idea how to hold that. I guess they were in good positions for it. You know, Ricky hiding underneath the mid-con there. It was interesting that he didn't hit the trigger, and you could see that Ground Zero were very confused. They were like, why is there no one here at the B site? Flicked around and then caught him off guard. But let's see if there's anything different coming through. Looks like Ground Zero are going to be going for an A hit there, but they're going to be met by Order very aggressively down ramp.
Yep, and it looks like they're just going to be full sending it into danger at the moment. Stillo trying to fight it out, and the Molotov sandbags also ruining any plans for Order to be a little bit sneaky. And Alistair, talking about being sneaky, he's going to try and find some shots around the edge of the smoke, but great trades from Ground Zero so far, coming in unison to make sure this A-bomb site's very clean. Ricky probably just looking to do some exit damage and trying to save that Deagle and armor into the next round. But so far, Ground Zero off to a much better start in comparison to before.
Yeah, great start from GZ. Again, this is what we saw on Dust 2 yesterday, just a whole lot of confident gameplay coming straight out of the gates, and that's really what Ground Zero need if they want any chance here on Vertigo. So far, so good. Only one death in the round for GZ. That's Pears again, who isn't going to go down without a fight. He managed to take 2 kills already, and Ricky, he's going to be spotted. Nade in a good position, but goes a little too deep. As now GZ don't want him saving this armor, and Deagle burnt. He's hot on the heels. UMP in hand. He's able to buff that economy if he can find the kill. But the rest of the boys just hiding there at ramp. Happy just to save their weaponry and send it into the third round strong.
So it should be Order just on the eco for this one. There's Ground Zero just looking, as you said, just trying to build up that economy just in case anything goes awry. Looking good for them so far. Should be another full send onto that A-bomb site. It should be some pretty easy cleanups as well. Fast utility coming out once again. The Pears, that's a good HE grenade. Does quite a bit of damage to Pears and Burns, and it should make this job of the pistols holding a bit easier if it wasn't for the fact that Noobs has tagged Alistair down very low and Burns hot on the heels. That said though, Void has been taken down nice and early. Now Ricky is also in position to do some more damage with the Desert Eagle.
Bomb plant secured though. And Order just edging forward. They need to wait for these smokes to fade, although there is going to be a gap found, so that's back to the 2v2. With this UMP could be dangerous, has the movement speed, but Jyra on the flank now needs to be worried about. Llamas wants to go for the trade, but he's already made his way over to yellow. Jyra is just going to continue to wrap around, but he sends it, he clears out ramp, and there's the timing.
Oh my
Jyra
God,
perfectly.
no. How have Ground Zero lost that? Jyra, he's picked up a kill with the USP, picks up the Galil, comes on the long flank and makes the impact happen. And Ricky, this is why I say save that Deagle forward, because he couldn't win that round just then. But with that 2 kills, able to make that retake so much easier. In Ground Zero, they've let that tight trade game and really good post plant slip away from them. Has Order some individual brilliance. I was saying Jyra was useless on Inferno, but definitely showing a lot more impact coming into Vertigo almost immediately. It's almost like he's heard my words.
Well, it's at the situation, it's like you're the IGL, you're throwing all the supportive flashes a lot of the time, and do you really need to have an impact on Inferno when everyone else is doing the heavy lifting?
Here's the thing, you say he's throwing the supportive flashes, but a lot of the time, I'm going to hold that thought for now because it looks like it's going to actually be this B-site push. Already the early utility just stalling Ground Zero for now, but they're still committed. I'll return to that thought about Jyra.
Halfway up the stairs, though, Llamas fully blinded. Massive flash from Auto just to slow down GZ. And Ricky in a strong position here, just gazing and waiting for someone to walk into his crosshair there. Llamas has a flash of his own.
Yeah, and look, I have to say Order allow this early rotation because they have got this 3 people on B bomb site because they have a man down early, nice and early on this A ramp, and they line up for Ricky. Oh no, it's gone from terrible to worse. Finally able to trade him out as he tanks a Molotov, but Asilo's just going to hold his ground, and they're going to clean up as well. Ort retrieved. What do you say about that one? Order, really clean CT hold on that B bomb site, and maybe it was just a bit too one-dimensional from Ground Zero, and they're going to have to go on the pistols already.
Let's see how these rotations go. And if GZ go for a faster approach again, Order, they've got so much utility to slow down any rushes. And look, that was very awkward for Ricky initially, mollied off the line, but still managed to get a quick scope and the collateral. So he picks it all back up and moves to now. Just going to be breaking those skylights, making sure they can throw those smokes later on in the round, or maybe even... Oh, they didn't even have utility. So he's just popping them off, buying some time, and keeping Order guessing. Speaking of popping off, it's Ali. Nice headshot found onto Pairs to find first blood in the round. Can find some more. Noobster just jumping around, looking for the info. And Ali, just absolutely no fear. Happy to hold his ground. Gyro with the 2K over towards mid there. Holding that one perfectly from the new vantage point here on Vertigo. And Ricky as well will just deal with Llamas. It's just a pick apart. Kind of like your favorite rolls from Baker's Delight. Have you ever had a pull apart before?
I've never gotten anything from Baker's Delight before.
Any bakery does it. It's like a loaf, but it's got extra bits of ingredients in it. Bit of a mixed bag, you know, you go your cheese and your bacon cooked into the loaf, so the loaf is nice and fluffy, and then you can pull it apart really easily, and then...
I actually don't eat that much bread now thinking about it, so...
I don't either. I used to.
I just never did. I've never really liked bread.
Well, how are you supposed to get that bread, Kev? Maybe that's why you were never good at Counter-Strike.
Yeah, maybe so. Thanks, Shorty. I'm just too hurt. I'll see you, man.
I'm taking a page out of Kev's book there. Yeah, Gyro's dog shit today. Yeah.
Oh, I did not say that. Right? Yeah. I just said he wasn't as impactful as Ricky. I didn't say that either. But Ricky's had a lot of impact right now because he's just taking the AWP and he's going, yeah, watch this, guys. I've got this sick B-side hold right now. And Asilo's just charging in. He's still fighting right now. He's fighting and he's winning the B-bomb site by himself. Yes, finally Burns able to make his way on, but there's just so many people here. By the time Boyd makes his presence, it's a little bit too late at mid. He's by himself and the CTs know where he is.
Oh, well, Void, let's see if he can clutch it. No, Ricky. Just reading that situation perfectly. And again, he is performing here on Vertigo as well. 8 kills already just in 6 rounds. Doing God's work, it seems. Now, there's plenty of money there in the bank. Order not taking huge financial damage so far. And GZ, they are going to be back on the pistols. So here on the CT side, Order starting very strong on their map pick.
All right, so going back to Inferno, because I didn't finish my point about Gyro nice and early on.
Gyro being useless, yeah?
No. I said that about Inferno, okay? I might have also in the past also said that Gyro has one of the weirdest... I can't remember exactly how I said it, as Ground Zero applying A pressure, but Gyro has one of the strangest mechanical plays, I guess. It works out for him a lot of the times. What's working out for Ground Zero at the moment, though, are the Desert Eagles as Order. They've done damage, but they just can't get the kills. A couple of rifles being retrieved from Ground Zero to make this into a lot more of a doable round, and now B site's the vulnerable part, so Gyro's going to have to step up with his shaky aim.
Let's see if it works out, though. He does just have one man to get through. That's going to be Llamas. But as you can see on the map there, Ground Zero, they are going for that slow rotation straight through unders and are going to go into the 5v1 situation over towards B. That being said, Pairs and Burn, they are very low here, so it could fall to a single bullet each.
And Gyro's got the Molotov and utility to play with as well. He's the only one really on Order right now to be able to do to have the ability to try to deny the bomb plant. So he's probably in the perfect position for this.
So you can see that Burn got boosted up there just to make sure there was no AWP holding that line over towards stairs. Jiggles it quickly, and Gyro going to be spotted. Molly goes down just at the perfect moment, but Ground Zero, they're already very close. They need to close the distance. Flash comes through from the CTs, which buys extra time. Ricky now needs to go huge. He's already found a single. Gyro taking one man down with him. And in the 2v3, bomb goes down for GZ.
Yeah, and I still say for Order in this round, you probably go for it. The money's good enough for you to try at least take it back. You don't want to be losing a round like this one. And they at least spot out where Llamas is. Castillo thinking about going forward, and there it is. Gets the spray on one. They're clearing out a lot of these corners, and there you have it. Castillo's the one that's really done the bulk of the damage. They know where Noobster is now. I think Ricky has a decent idea of what's happening, so Castillo's going to tap the bomb, and it's going to be Ricky covering his teammate, but Noobster finds a gap in the smoke. And the time's ticking away. Noobster's done enough. Another round being clutched by him, as Ricky knows he just doesn't have the ability to defuse. He's going to be able to take the AWP forward. But great stuff from Noobster picking up that round. Great entries from Ground Zero, nice and early on as well.
So they did manage to convert there on the pistols, which is huge for the economy, and great that they got another round up there. And keeping it close with Order, nice and early here. 3 to 4 so far.
Here's the danger now, though. Alistair's got that AWP in his hands, and you know what he wants to do with it. He wants to go aggressive at A ramp. Rifle wasn't really working for him, so he's going to have a try with the scope as a double AWP setup has been established for Order. Ground Zero, lots of utility. Perfect for them to play with in this round as they go to A once again.
Early molly to stop any dig aggression there from Ali. But Ali is just going to hold his ground and look to re-aggress as the molly fades. Is he all grouped up? And there it is through the molly. Nothing working out there, Burn. Will be forced to go aggro. And it doesn't quite work out this time.
Yep, Burn also trying to find the timing through the Molotov to see if he could actually pick off one of the CTs with utility in his hand, but not going to be the case this time around. And looks like now Order going to be trying a bit of a boost up to see if they can catch anyone out on the scaffolding. And it looks like Pears, his foot has been spotted out.
And this is going to be the spam battle. Ustillo will cop some bullets eventually there, but not enough to have a huge impact. Smoke's now going to be executed over towards the A site. Ustillo actually decides to fight for some control. Great spray transfer to find two. Ali as well comes in to get a third. And boom, there it is. The dynamite has exploded, and the man is Ali to get it done. 3 for him, 2 for Ustillo, and an immaculate hold on the A site.
Yep, that's going to be really beneficial for the CT economy. Back to the pistols now for Ground Zero. And really, it's just down to Alistair. Once he's got that AWP in his hands, he's able to just control this danger area and allow Estillo as well as the rest of as well as Valiant just to focus on that A-ramp position. Really good defensive utility, just to burn through the smokes as well as the early Molotovs from Ground Zero. Then they retake it with numbers. Now Ground Zero going to be grouping up maybe more to the B bomb site.
Well, good molly again to buy some space there for Burn. But it is going to be Ali doing the burning, and after he has given up his position, he will fall back. Oh, nice boost there up behind the A site. Val on a tight line. He will fend off Burn for the moment. Now it is going to be the push into B site nice and aggressively. Ricky can't get a shot off. It is going to be Gyro here that needs to hold down the fort now. Nade will go to the perfect position. Good damage onto Noobster, but it won't deny the plant just yet. Pears now has his hands on that AWP, but he can't quite get back to safety. 33 HP for him, 12 for Burn. It's the T's. They are so low, and it's a matter of time until they topple.
Look, both sides are actually really low right now, and Valiance has been 4x3 there. He's not reacting to the fact that Pears is in a pretty good location, and Nestillo, he's trying to find the bomb. It's not going to work out. Once again, it's the pistols that work out for Ground Zero on that B bomb site. And they're able to take that AWP into the next round. Order can still buy into this, but that is a big slip up on that B site as Ricky is just unable to really do the damage necessary. And some Order just caught out with the utility in their hands as well, which is an absolute no bueno for me.
Yeah, really crazy round coming out, and Pears as well, managing to slot 2 in with the AWP, punishing the mistakes of Order, who were just trying to find that bomb, trying to get close to site there. But Order still maintain the lead for the moment. However, this could be the turning point. They don't have a huge amount of money left in the bank. You're still low. Burns Pears alive, and that is going to be the fruit salad started.
Yeah, Pears unfortunately was completely blinded out, and Nestillo once again just able to get a few picks here and there. It's actually going to signal Valiance to get the heck out of there as well. He's got the assistance of Alistair on the angle, and Danger's also going to be taken now by the FAMAS.
Gyro finds another as he does start to flank through lowers as well, and it's a matter of time till Burn cops the crunch. There it is. A bit of damage taken already, down to 22. Needs to try to retrieve the bomb. As Gyro has fallen, now it is going to be a race towards the B site. Burn, does he go for the full commit? He's made a whole bunch of noise. He heads back towards T-spawn. Order, they will need to invest a man back towards the B site just to make sure the plant doesn't go down for free.
It looks like that man's going to be Ricky, who's got the AWP in hand. And as time is ticking away, eventually it's going to call Valiance over into a bit of a weird situation. Is he going to take mid or is he going to stay on the A-bomb site? And it looks like it is going to be that retake A for now because Alistair can be playing at a bit of a further away location. Burn, he's going to be slowly entering just through the B stairs. But Ricky is trained looking in that way.
Yeah, eyes on all extremities. Mid was picked up by Val, so Ricky can fully focus on this push coming in. Oh, nice Molotov to force Ricky out of position. And as he drops, that's Burn on site. I believe he's spotted, though. Nade doesn't quite hit the mark, and now Burn has 10 seconds to get this plant secured. Ricky realizes it, but thinks it could be a bait. Disciplined approach, and now the CTs are just going to swarm in together, but Burn has his rifle. He's fighting. Couple of bullets onto Val. No, it's Val to clutch it. Trade comes through eventually, but a very precarious situation for Order.
That's actually a really good round for Ground Zero, because you look how much damage that was. I mean, Ricky maybe should have relied on the sidearm instead, and that's a bit of frustration, I think, coming out from Order. Normally you see Valence isn't really the one that's kind of like trying to get into the heads of the opponents and whatnot. We're starting to see that come out a lot more in the Australian Counter-Strike scene, or the Oceanic Counter-Strike scene. Ground Zero definitely in Order's head at the moment because Order just are unable to take these rounds cleanly. And you can say that's some individual brilliance from Burn, and as soon as he got the second, you had a suspicion that he could take it. But it's also down to some mispositioning from Order and the inability to get the trades right now. That's costing them a lot of these CT rounds.
Well, I'm just going to have a quick update on the other game as well and see if it is just as one-sided as what we had in the first. So far, it's 4-3 as well, so very, very similar situations there. Chiefs currently in the lead over Renegades on Mirage. But again, let's have a look at that. It was very close from Burn. He managed to find two, knew exactly where the third man was, but couldn't cross over to safety. And Order stretched it out to a 2-round lead on the CT side. Strong start so far. But I guess we'll see how Vertigo truly plays out in its current iteration as we go deeper into the matchup.
Yep. Have to say for Order, no double AWP set up this time around, which actually may help out that B bomb side a little bit more. Ricky, he was looking good initially when Ground Zero were just committing fully on the back of AWPs, but now as Ground Zero just committing in with utility, Ricky's able to find the timing. Also has the assistance of Gyra. He's taking a little bit of damage.
Real sneaky position there, just up on the double stack, and Ricky continues to fight there. Swinging on the catwalk now, Lamas makes his way under window, but Ricky works the perfect timing, spots him, runs out of bullets even, but he wanted to keep on fighting. Burn gets one from the grave as well after falling. The molly will finish off Val. Ustillo falling to Void over towards mid, but Void just on 12 HP has 2 more men to get past. They've heard him go for the rotation. Gyra now just watching down the bottom.
Oh, that would have been the perfect nade as well from Alistair. Oh, great shot from Void as he punishes Alistair for not being able to connect that one. And now this is suddenly doable. Void's actually going to switch to the AWP instead. 12 HP. All it takes is a single bullet and a good play from Gyra.
Oh, Bogdan's Law is not going to work out this time. Gyra, the positioning was too strong. And there's a nice one to close it. AWP going to be retrieved, so that will be a nice buff to the economy. But speaking of economy, 4 men falling for 2 rounds in a row is going to keep Order very honest indeed. The utility is looking thin here as we head into the 12th. Ground Zero, they are back on the pistols. And this is a good chance for them to cause another upset round. Oh, huge shot coming up from Void there. Usually cannot peek Alistair like that, but he makes it look so easy.
Oh man, Gyro just gives up that MP9. He just walks straight into a bunch of Tech 9s, and at that stage you'd be favouring the Tech 9s. Great damage from Ustillo, nice and early though. It's going to slow down this B site crunch through mid.
All the boys going in together. No one coming up from the stairs this time. It is just going to be straight over the hurdle. But it is 2 CTs laying in wait in a perfect crossfire, and they couldn't make their way over the scaffold. So, 8 now on the board for Order, finally doubling the rounds there of GZ and starting to hit all their shots and make all the right moves.
I mean, the scary part for me in this one is that Ground Zero have done like so much good work to actually try to reset the CT economy, and yet they're still behind.
Yeah.
The 2 rounds that Ground Zero won on these pistols should have honestly done a lot of damage. Ground Zero just have been unable to capitalize and really build on it. And as a result, Order still ahead in this half. And as you said, we have to wait to see what their T-side looks like as well. Because all my suspicions is that it is going to be a T-sided map. Just Ground Zero unlucky at some stages and unable to really take the pressure up against Order for now. Already losing the first pick as well in this round, thanks to Alistair's AWP on that A-bomb side.
Two-man approach over towards Diggity. Not overly aggressive, though. Molly forcing them back off the line. It is going to be some spamming over towards the wall again, looking for anything right now. As you can see, that wall has now been turned into metal instead of wood, so the amount of damage that comes through it is pretty much halved from the point it used to be. Speaking of halving, it's Ali just thinning out the forces. Both Burn and Llamas falling as Noobster cops the bullet as well. Gets a second opportunity. It's the Alistair show this time, featuring Valiance as well.
I wonder when we're going to see an Ali Champ emoticon.
Ali Champ.
Ali Champ. It's like Pog Champ with Alistair's face. That would actually work really well, because that was a bit of a Poggers moment from Alistair, in all honesty. Starting to land some of those shots now. He's starting to get that confidence in as well. And yeah. So Ground Zero back in the pistols, which actually have been their strongest kind of buy so far. And that's funny how it works, because maybe it just forces them into a bit of a faster play and a bit more of a unified approach.
All right, so pop flashes coming through from Llamas to try to maintain control of the B stairs there. You could see Order went with the two-man setup quite aggressively, looking to try to find an early pick. The flash forced them back slightly. As now the rest of the boys from Ground Zero there are just starting to go for this mid-control. You're still in a perfect position to deal with it. Although it looks like there might be a Molotov coming his direction, which could force him out. But speaking of out, it's Ustillo showing face completely dry, and he's going to get the first pick in a strong position again. Valiance as well, establishing that crossfire on mid, and Ustillo will not let anyone jump across him there.
Yep, this is a lot tighter coming out from Order right now. They're in no business of playing around. Burn, we saw some heroics earlier, but now against 5 people, might be pushing straight into a crossfire as well. There it is. Order pick up the double digits, and they're starting to head in the same way as Inferno. I thought we were in a contest a little bit earlier on, but Order just slapping that notion down and going, no, this is no contest. This is our series.
You really love to see it. And this area really reminded me of Drop Room on Cobble. I have to point that one out. Not the old iteration of Drop Room where you were not able to boost yourself up. I feel like that could be something that maybe changed to maybe make it a little bit harder for the cities to get into that position. That being said, you know, we are not the map makers. Ground Zero now looking to take control of the A ramp. We do see the boost coming out from Valiant. Strong position. Will Ground Zero be ready? Oh, this could be free. No, they're walking up close. Oh, boy, it's going to be spotted. Sprays there. Bomb spotted as well. Falling down.
Problem is they can't slow this down right now, but Valiant, he's had enough of being bullied on the A-bomb site. He's had a quiet game so far. It's all down to Pears right now, who is able to at least get a few trades of his own.
He's on for the ace, and what he's going to have to do to clutch out this round in the 15th hit. Final round of the half. It is do or die. Gyro now going to be flashed on the aggressive Pears. Oh, just lurking. And this is the perfect time. And if he continues to go forward, he might actually be able to find an entry into sight. Gyro's already gone for that rotation. Everything being cleared out. And Ustillo maybe spotted. Oh, here's the timing. Pears in the perfect position. Knows he's heard this drop from Ustillo as well.
He taps it to force the Stiller out. Pears so close. Nearly found that favorable engagement, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be 11 rounds for Orders. Oh boy, this is scary.
That is scary indeed. And some great decision-making there from Pears, but he couldn't cross it over the line. Let's see how Ground Zero fare in the second half. It's 11-4. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you soon.
Town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're old. no, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second half of Map 2. Order leading by 7 at the moment, and they may just be able to string this one out. They're going into the strong side, the T side, and how can Ground Zero fare on the defense? We are about to find out.
Yeah, it's been a bit of the same show, in all honesty. Ground Zero, at least looking a little bit better coming into some of the rounds. Able to take a few pistols as well on their T side against Order's a bit of a lackluster defense, in all honesty, in the first half. But it looks like Order tied things up and they decided to start winning again. And Ricky really leading the charge so far this series has been looking in sublime form. No complaints from me.
Sublime indeed. And let's see just when Order decide to hit the accelerator. Looks like Gyra is just waiting for some aggression at mid. Top of ladder, Pairs just waiting as well. Nice movement to gain the info safely here. Just jumping over the sandbags, making sure that there is no aggression for free for Order here. And the rest of Ground Zero are heavily stacked towards B and mid. So they will have to play for the retake here at A potentially. Burn does have a kit, so that saves them 5 seconds. A couple of flashes to maintain some control, but here comes the maneuver from Order. Hitting the foot pedal to the metal. Util comes through, full execute now. Molly at Ninja, and we are going to see Val go the whole way to site unscathed. So there it is, 5v5 for the retake.
No smokes for them to play with, though, as Llamas trying to go on the rotate. Ricky is watching this angle, though. There are actually 2 people watching the flank at the moment. But maybe Llamas is able to push through as Noob Star It's the first point of contact. Now Llamas are going to be collapsed upon. This is a very this is a demolition. This has just been demoralizing order. Take everything. Ground Zero found with nothing.
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Ground Zero just going to be chopped up and made into salsa. Feeling very spicy indeed. Well, Order, that was a solid start to the second half, and we'll see if Ground Zero can come back at all. They are going to go for the Force by pistols. You've seen them work here on Vertigo before. Can GZ make it happen again?
I think it's a case of a bit of too little too late, isn't it? An Order are just not going to be in the position. I think for Order, maybe dropping a couple of CT rounds earlier means that they're actually going to be focusing up full serious mode here.
Oh, nice little lineup. Molly over to jump up.
Yep, I think that does go to jump up.
Oh, I love it. That was sick. Okay.
So that clears out one of the dangerous angles, but obviously as more time ticks away, it means that the CTs can retake it, and as soon as they clear out mid, it's going to help out. But Alistair is actually just holding on to that A ramp and punishes the aggression from Pears, who's honestly been performing okay so far in this map. He was the one that was able to do a bit of damage, but not in the position this time around. Still going to be an A-side execute, so it looks like it was a mid-fake as Burn picked up the Desert Eagle, and he's doing some terrible damage at the moment. Still alive as well, very healthy considering how many bullets were fired in his direction.
Burn. Just looking to bolster the defenses there over towards Diggity. Noobstar just on 20 HP is going to have a rough job trying to hold that position. But that's if Order even come this direction. Smoke going to be thrown as a fake. Ali's still hanging around as well with the smoke of his own. But as you can see, that bomb still just waiting, lurking at lowers, expecting some kind of mid aggression, maybe even B aggression. Gyra, oh, he is not going to hard clear the corner. And Llamas, he finds this for oh.
Uh-oh. He's only got 5 bullets left. Oh, 3. And he managed to make the 3 work before the 9 didn't. 10 seconds left on the timer, though, and the bomb struggling to make its way into the A bomb site. If Burn's able to deny the bomb plant, this could be absolutely huge as Valiant has to commit, and Burn all he needs to jump up, but he can't deny it, unfortunately. It just comes down to timing at the end of the day. Void is going to be coming in on the flank as well. Llamas, they managed to make this turnaround happen for now, but it's down to the 1-on-1, and Estillo trying to keep his head down. It's not going to work against Llamas. Ground Zero do manage to pick up a round, but Order try to play maybe a little bit too acute. Order had every single advantage, and they lost it at the very end. Just not enough time on the board. They start panicking and making some bad decisions.
Speaking of panicking, Llama's doing a great job to recollect himself after missing so many bullets in that awkward fight on the B site, and then coming in to find 2 on the retake and clutching out the round for GZ. Is this the beginning of the end, or can GZ salvage this situation?
Yeah, that was really rough from Order. I mean, they managed to cover off here, and it's a really good situation for them just to reset and figure out exactly what's going on. But Estillo is just trying to change up the angle. Doesn't expect Llamas to be pushing in and from a high position. So it actually works out better for Ground Zero. But Order are going to force back into it. They did manage to get the bomb plant, so it's a bunch of Tech 9s as well as utility to work with. Out comes the mid-fight. Burn, though. Close range with the MP9. Has Void assisting just behind the sandbags at jump up. Here it is, jump up is going to be mollied out, but Burn still here, can do a lot of damage.
Strong position close with the MP9, might just mop them up. There's the first, beginning things here, and just wants another. All of a sudden, it looks like there wasn't good communication. Just thinking Burn disappeared into thin air, it seems, and now it is going to be Gyra last alive, but not for damn long. Void comes in for the 2K to close it, and GZ finally start to find that little bit of momentum. Same as yesterday, they found an inch, but they need a whole mile.
And if they're able to take that, that's really just down to Order, just giving them a little bit too much space as well. As he said, just not able to get the trade out on Burn. He fell down at that point. If he's not boosted up, there's only one position he can really be in. But Order unable to nullify that crossfire, so it means they're going to have to take the eco and probably just another loss as well, unless Ground Zero managed to completely choke this one.
Order on the short side. That nade could do decent damage. No, not quite deep enough. Order all the way towards the back. It is going to be the firing squad. Noobstar couldn't get a thing done. It is just going to be tapping away there from Ricky and Ustillo. Pairs on the short side as well, just waiting. But Ali goes through solo. That's the bomb. That's a whole lot of information. GZ now going to start this rotation, at least with Burn, who can find a huge amount of damage here with this MP9. extremely fast fire rate up against a couple of unarmored terrorists. This is the weapon to use.
Yep, and Burns just cleared it pretty much. So he goes, all right, panic's over, boys. There isn't going to be this full A-site commitment, and that allows Ground Zero just to hold firm on the other side. You can see Llamas dropping that smoke on top of stairs, this time playing on top of the site. And look at Burn. Look how aggressive he is. He's right behind them at the moment, and that flash actually hits Valiance right now. And out comes the HE grenade. That's a beautiful play coming out from Ground Zero, as it's going to be Burn and Void cleaning up. But Gyra, that flashbang gives Order away. A nice attempt from Order. But I forgot about one thing, which is Burn was hot on the hunt.
Well, that's the thing, though. He was expendable just with the only SMG on the team. But not only that, he knew that Order were on that full eco. Whoever it was that got the pick earlier on, I think it might have been Pez there, would have said, oh, yeah, I think their eco, like... I died to a Glock. I think it was Andy, actually. Noobster died to a Glock over the smoke and would have known that there wasn't really a whole lot that Burn had to worry about going aggressive with the MP9, so he was happy just to hold W, try to find some frags, managed to get 2 for him, 2 for Void, and it is a much faster approach already from Order, just trying to make their way towards the top of A-ramp.
Yep, they're already taking danger as well, but there's an SMG and 3 AKs waiting. As soon as this smoke fades, if a flashbang doesn't pop forward, I think even if flash pops forward, Burn's dead. Oh my goodness, the firing gallery just completely takes out this danger position, and now Noobster drops the incendiary grenade, but now a lot of pressure as well. Has to stand up firmly. This is just going to stay hidden for now. Bomb plant goes down, spray from Llamas. Can't really get the pick just yet.
Huge damage secured onto Gyra there, who is now going to be forced to sit in that corner. Too worried that he could get picked off if he tries to fall back any further, so he will rely heavily on Ustilo, Ricky, and Val to try to clutch this one out. Still 2 flashes to allow them to get some space, but Ground Zero, they've called it. They know that that rotation of smokes has just continued to come forward there, and GZ, they're packing their bags. They know the economy's not in the greatest of ways, and they will be able to buy up into the next with this save.
Yep, when those 3 weapons saved as well, they can get a very solid buy coming out. Whereas Gyra, I don't even know if Gyra is going to live through this bomb explosion. He's going to try to jump on the head. Yes, he is. All right. Looks like he was far enough. So Order to take all 4 guns forward as well. As it looks like the fast A was the working point there. I'm currently just checking in on the other stream as well. I mean, it's 8-7 at the moment between Chiefs and Renegades. It is pretty tight.
It's 8 and 8.
And it's 8 and 8. There you go.
Very solid showing from Chiefs, it seems. Renegades, they are just 1 map away from winning that match as well, but it's still 8 rounds, and if Chiefs are going to take Renegades this well on Mirage, it's good to see that they are performing today.
Tactical pause coming back into this one. Tactical pause, obviously, from Order to try to secure the rest of these rounds. Their economy is in a bit of a precarious situation right now. They don't really have... Look, they still got a 6-round buffer. That's completely fine, but they've allowed Ground Zero a bit of space back into the series. And that was pretty disgusting. 3 AKs just sitting behind the smoke and waiting, and Burn and Pairs just looking at that, just going, not much you can really do there.
Oh, solid shot from Noobster there as well. So let's see if we can find some more of that from Ground Zero, if they can salvage this map from the point that they're currently at. They're still 6 in the deficit order. However, they're back on the rifles. Looking for that B-ramp control. Ricky currently smoked off. Cops huge damage. I believe that was a nice nade tossed there by Void. Llamas has another to potentially find some damage, but he doesn't want to be throwing that smoke down too early in case an execute does come through here from Order. Looks like they are going to attempt this B split now, but Ground Zero, 3 men all defending this situation.
Yep, Noops has been smoked out, so as they go through jump up, the flashbangs need to be really solid, and Gyra, he's throwing the perfect flashbangs there through, but they can't clean up the site defenders very easily, so it's down to a 2-on-2. Ricky's actually taking quite a bit of damage. Noobs are now trying to persist through aircon.
Oh, nice Molotov. That surely will push you still out, but he's got that smoke to extinguish it. Now it is going to be Ricky fighting. Knows where the final man is as well. Surely we're going to see a 2-man peek. There it is. Oh, running out of bullets. Awkward situation. Ricky couldn't finish it, but he goes back for the second attempt, and Pairs is not ready for the aggressive peak Order. That's it. 14 on the board. 2 away from taking this match 2-0.
Ground Zero, their economy is pretty much in the bin at the moment, but if it's a reassuring fact is that even if their economy is in the bin, they're able to still make it work out with a couple of force pistols if they decide to do so. We saw it work out earlier, why not now? Order, they are going to be persisting forward. What seems to be another A site take.
And continuing to hold W, they are making their way straight up yellow already, all the way to Diggity. No, it's the wraparound on the concrete instead, looking to go towards sandbags. Pairs here with the Deagle. We've seen what he can do with this weapon, but he needs to be so solid here on the A site. Here in the 22nd round. Oh, missed opportunity. They'll get some damage done. Ali here as well. There's no utility to force you still out from those sandbags. You can see Noobster there at Dig. He's fallen. Pairs wants some redemption, but he's just going to fall back. Oh, Ali finds a line on the Llamas, and it's looking very unlikely Ground Zero will come away with this round.
Yeah, unless they triple swing and they manage to get a couple of kills, it might just have to be them backing out. They've all been tagged down. They don't really have the armor to compete. There was a nice opener onto Jara earlier on at the B bomb site, but he was just the fake. He was just the bait. And that is order on map point, and not just map point, series point.
Series point. Looking to get it done, and with the 2-0 order, should have secured their spot as second.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
No, it is.
No, it is,
because
100%.
Chiefs, they've already dropped a map.
Ah,
so
that's it.
If Chiefs don't take a map against Renegades... No, even if Chiefs... Yeah, if Chiefs win 2-1 against Renegades, then because they've dropped that map, it will mean that they are further down. So...
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, so I thought Gyra was actually the bait on the other side, but it just turns out that he was just trying to hold mid, and he was unable to hold mid. So there you go. So I can't say nice thing about Gyra, because I think, yep, he's doing his job. No, he didn't do his job. He was trying to hold a territory. He couldn't hold it.
He certainly tried to do his job, and that's what matters.
I don't know about that sometimes. So what could be it's the passion. What could be the final round right now? But Pairs, he actually can't get the first one. Valiant is able to at least clean up.
Yeah, gets that trade for Pairs. So Pairs thanking his lucky stars that it is still back to the 4v4.
Thanks, Valiant.
Yeah, thanks, Val, bro.
But, I mean, still 4-4. A ramp control completely lost by Ground Zero. And Order's just slowly shifting the way back, just letting the situation reset. And as they establish a boost of their own as well, trying to get Ricky up there nice and silently to see if he can get a surprise angle. If they're able to get Ricky a little bit closer, you can see he's just underneath the old window. A perfect flashbang. Gyro's been really good with his flashbang so far. It's going to completely blind out. There, that's perfect. But what is not perfect initially are the shots from Ricky. That's some textbook Counter-Strike right there. And B-site, not open, completely open just yet, as Burns looking to make a bit of a pressure play himself. And there you have it, 1v3. It's all down to Gyra, who's tagged down very low.
And Ground Zero, they live to fight for another round, but they at this point are just hunting for overtime. And as you've seen, in all these rounds where Order are able to just buy up as best they can, it has been quite destructive for Ground Zero. So, overtime. Even so, even if they make it there, look, they might have the momentum, they might have the confidence at that point, but if Order get to buy every single round and they even go for like a double AWP setup, which we've seen from Ricky and Ali here, it's still so dangerous. And then there's another map that Ground Zero has to win after that.
They got to take it one round at a time, right? That's the whole thing. And Burn, with some great individual ability there, is able to clutch out another one. And I say clutch out another one because if he doesn't get that kill on Ricky and doesn't get that kill, I think, onto, I believe it was Estillo or Valiant in that point, then it would have been a very terrible retake for Ground Zero from that point onwards. Once again, Burn looking to apply some pressure with mid, alongside with Noobster.
Well, that Molly splitting up the defense for a moment, but it is going to be the reboost on to the woodbox here. Val seemingly ready. Let's see if Noobster take the angle. Molly going to force him off. Wants to drop the smoke, but he doesn't want to leave Burn for dead. Burn now wanting to go forward. I think he spotted there. Val pulls his weapon just at the perfect moment, but it's Justillo to get the wallbang, finds the head, and there it is, 5v3, a rough situation, and GZ, they need to fight from the two-man deficit.
I think from here, I'd just split into the A-bomb site. You've taken down Llamas, who's that B-site player. You'd suspect that Void is actually probably on the rotate, and you know where one of the AWPers was, so only pairs to flush out. Correct call from Order. They're using their numbers advantage wisely right now. Still, 2 players low on HP. So Void has a small chance to at least try to make it into a 1v2, but he's stuck in the wrong bomb site. And I would say that Order have every single sector covered.
Well, nice silent rotation, though, so he may keep the T's guessing, although there it is, Justillo in the perfect position to find the final kill. Void goes falling down, and Order goes skyrocketing to the 2-0 win. Congratulations to Order. That is going to be second slot, almost locked in. We'll see how the other game turns out, but we'll break this all down in the post-match. See you guys shortly.